Hey everyone, this is a construction moment with Will. So I am working on renovating our house. It's got this area underneath the stairs. Um, I vacuumed it out, and I am going to be doing a couple of things here. So I just wanted to show you what I'm going to be doing, because as you can see there's a light up here, but there's no light back there. So I'm going to be taking a couple of things. I'm going to be paralleling off of this light fixture and installing another light fixture back in there. So yeah, I'll share more in a sec. Along with this, so I'm going to be switching all of our light bulbs to LEDs because I want to save some power. These packs are actually over at Lowe's. I got a box for it. It'll be able to screw in up here and here. That's electrical circle box fixture. And I got this light fixture that I can turn on and off. And also it has a plug on it so that I can plug things in, obviously. And yeah, we got some connectors back there. It's got 2 lines and a ground. And got some wire nuts for being able to, if we need them, to splice some wires. And I got some cable here. This one is, I got, 14 gauge. 14 gauge is pretty good. 12 gauge, this is a larger gauge, even though the number is smaller. 14 gauge is usually pretty standard in most light fixtures. If you're going to need high current, then you're going to need higher gauge. So, and then these are the tools I'm going to be using. Just a screwdriver for all the screws. Needle nose pliers to be able to bend things as I need. Some dikes that snip the cables. Some wire strippers to be able to strip the cables as much as I need, and then a hammer to be able to hammer this box in. So should be pretty simple. I just need to get it back in there, and yeah. First step's going to be installing the blue box back there on one of the beams. So yeah, I'll be back. So I figured kind of out where I want it to go, but as you can see here, I kind of pre-assembled it. These screws do not like to go into the holes very easily, so just be careful to put lots of pressure driving it in so that you don't strip it, and just take it slow, and still got to get in a little bit more. But if it starts stripping, you want to make sure that you're pushing harder and not twisting harder to make it go in, because once it's stripped, it's kind of hard to get that out. And then sometimes it's good to use a flat head to be able to get that to go in instead of the Phillips head, which is the cross head. Anyway, I'm going to put this in. I pre-assembled it so that I can see how it's going to sit and where the light bulb is going to be, and before I do my final hammering it in. Yeah, so here's where I'm going to be putting it. So I'm putting it up here in the corner so that it can get some light down in here into the stairs and all the way around in this back part. Don't really need to worry about in there because it's got that light. But I lined it up, and I'm gonna now put in all the wires. So we'll see how this goes. Make sure on this next part, when you're putting in the wires, turn off the power. Do not do anything on electrical circuits. I have been shocked several times, and it is not fun. And in fact, I've been really lucky in that I didn't die. So you can die from getting an electrical shock. So not to make you scared, just be wary of where the power is at all times, and do not touch the power if you do not know where it goes and what turns it off. Hey everyone, so here's the wire we're going to be using. It's the 14 gauge 2 conductor, and it's got a black wire, a white wire, and another wire in there that's for grounding. It is pretty important to ground, especially when you're near water, just especially because bad things can happen. So we're going to strip this down back a little bit so that we have access to these wires, and then we're going to make hooks out of these to be able to put into our little circuit so that it stays in there. And I'll do it back in a second. Oh yeah, something that I forgot to mention is that in standard electrical systems, there's what's called a neutral and a hot wire. So black is hot. Think of it like black, dead, whatever. Black is death, but white is neutral. So it's not supposed to carry the current, which has always kind of confused me a little bit because in AC circuits it's going back and forth. So both of them technically do it, but whatever. Oh, actually, the neutral is the wire that's grounded into the circuit. So that's why it's neutral. Okay, never mind. But yeah, white is neutral and black is hot or live. So, be back in a sec. So, as you can see in here, I've got it up. And I've got the wire cut. So I'm going to string it through here. There are these little tabs on the inside here. We've got 5 of them. 2 here, 1, and the other 2. So they're gonna look solid, but you can actually snap it off real quick. They're just made so that if you don't use it, it's not open as much. So I'm gonna slip it in here and then wire it up to our light bulb, and we will then proceed to get it to power. Yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so I got these wires stripped. I've got them in a half circle so that they can hook around onto the terminals. And we're going to be hooking them onto here. We have the gold terminal is for the hot wire, so that's the one that's going to carry the current. We've got the silver terminal for the live wire, or neutral wire. That's going to be the white one. So we've got black, white, and then green is for our ground wire. So I'm going to hook these up, and then we will do the other side. Something I wanted to mention here too, when you're putting in electrical things, you want to make sure to leave like a coil or something of extra wire in either end, just because you don't want to have to pull the whole thing out and redo the whole thing of the wire. If you just need to, if you need to trim these off and redo the connections, then you just want to have to take a little bit extra off. So don't cut it exactly to length, leave a little bit of extra up here in the box. But as you can see here, we got this all wired up, and yeah, so now we're gonna pull that in, fasten it on, and then get it onto that light. So I'm up here in the box of the other light bulb. So there's not a whole lot of room there for two wires. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the wire nuts and a little bit of extra wire, and I'm going to make a splice and have 2 jumper wires coming off of the splice into there, and the other one will go off into the other. So I will do that. Okay, so I got the wires spliced and the jumpers coming off. I put a cap on the grounding wire just because there isn't one in this old wire. So what I'll do, eventually I'm going to swap out some of these other wires as well so that they're up to date. But for now, we'll just leave it there so that we can do that. But yep, I'm going to attach on the light, and then we will flip the switch and see how it goes. Okay, got that wired on. Now Moment of truth. I'm going to stand over here. This is the just in case moment. So I'm going to flip that. And 3, 2, 1. Woohoo! Yeah, we have light. That'll make working down there easier, because I am going to also put a lot of like paint and other stuff down there to like anti-mold things and sealant to keep the cement good. So, hooray! Now I'll just do the last little things of screwing that back in up there, and then I'll take some little brackets and put that along the boards so that the wire is out of the way, and then, yep, and I'll secure the one down there too. Sweet! Ha ha ha! Victorious. See, electrical projects can be done. I hope this has been helpful. The reveal. I got it all done. I put in brackets to make it look all professional. And I have 2 little girls that are going to come and check it out. But see, I got this all up to here. I did make one little mistake, and I drilled too hard. So make sure to watch out for that. But we have... This is just your height, Melly. And we have Jenny. Are you going to come say hi and won't see it? Whoa.
What do you think?
So yeah, that is... yeah. Oh, Jenny, did you find a little bunny?
That's the same bunny I found.
Yep. So that's that, and I will do my next part of this project, but that is how you wire up another light. Woohoo! Yeah. If you guys wouldn't mind liking my channel, or liking the video, sharing, and subscribing, then that'd be great. Thanks all.